If you ever walk into the gym and do a bit of everything, some cardio, a few machines, maybe some ab work, and you do this on repeat every time you go, yet nothing really changes, then it's probably time to get a consistent routine that actually gets results. And today I'm going to show you how. In this video, I'll walk you step by step through how to build your own effective workout plan, whether you train 3 days a week or 5, which exercises to include and how to structure them, how to progress each week so you actually see change, how long to stick with a plan before changing it, and what to do if you get bored. By the end, you'll know exactly how to build a plan that suits your goals and your lifestyle so you can finally move away from random workouts. And if you'd rather skip the trial and error stage, I've got ready-made routines in my 8-week plan that follow everything we're about to cover. All right, let's go. These random workouts feel productive. Pretty soon you realise your progress stalls. Without structure, it's easy for focus to fade, the boredom creeps in and motivation drops. Having a consistent plan means following a routine regularly, ideally 8 to 12 weeks, so your body can adapt and progress. This matters so you are able to track your progress. If you're constantly changing exercises, it means you have no real baseline. You need to create the right stress for your body so your muscles grow with progressive overload and then do it repeatedly. So try to avoid junk training. It's hard and it's not effective when it's random. You shouldn't be leaving the gym feeling like you've just done your housework. That's not enough stimulus to build strength and shape your muscles. They need to be challenged and occasionally pushed near fatigue. So before you start building your plan, the first question to ask yourself is, how many days a week can I realistically train? Choose what you can stick to. 3 to 4 sessions is a sweet spot, but even one high quality session a week will help, as long as your lifestyle is active and your nutrition is on point. You want to work your whole body at least once a week. So if you can only train once a week, then you'll aim for a full body workout. If you can train twice a week, then you can maybe do an upper and a lower split or a push-pull workout. If you go 3 times a week, you could split that even more into a push-pull and a leg session, and so on. Ensure you get adequate recovery between your sessions and make recovery part of your plan. Remember, your body repairs and grows when you rest, not when you train. And the whole point of creating a schedule is that it works for you and one that fits in with your lifestyle. If you really cannot get to the gym 4 times a week, then don't plan this. Create your workout for 3 times a week. This way, if you do manage to squeeze in a 4th session, you can make that into a cardio day. But the times you can't get, at least it won't mess with your routine. When you're building your plan, think simple. Every week you want to train your whole body, not just the bits you can see in the mirror. That means you're covering all of you. Back, chest, shoulders, glutes, arms, etc. You don't need 20 different moves, you just need the right ones. So for each workout you do, start with 2 compound lifts, first of all, like squats, deadlifts, presses and rows. These ones work multiple muscle groups at once and give you the biggest return for effort. Think strength here. Then you want to add in some accessory moves which complement the compound moves. Then you would finish the workout with some isolation exercises to really target the muscle that you want to enhance. You can then end your session with 1 or 2 for your core, which should only take a few minutes, and that's your foundation to 4 to 6 moves per workout. Do them well and you'll cover everything you need. Progress isn't only adding more weight, it's training with enough intensity to force adaptation safely. There's a couple of ways to judge how hard your sets feel. You can try and use reps in reserve. So when you finish a set, you maybe could do 1 to 3 reps left, but not anymore. Or you can use rate of perceived exertion. So this means you grade your sets with how hard they feel. And you want to aim for 7 to 9 out of 10 on your working sets. You may have also heard of working to failure. This is either getting to muscular failure, where you literally cannot lift the weight, or technical failure, where you can't complete another rep with good clean form. You want to be near to this failure on your last set of lifts without your form falling apart. I look for ugly face with my clients. If they still look beautiful in the last sets, I usually get them to do another set, and sometimes with a heavier weight. But for yourself, you're looking for signs such as your breathing feels much heavier, a screwed up face, or your movement starts to slow. You still want all this without your form degrading. If it does, you need to call it the end of your set. So the different ways you can push your training forward week by week. Add a small load. Try making the first set heavier and then reducing your weight back down for the remaining sets. And week on week, you would aim to get all your sets with the heavier load. Or you can add reps. So if you're working at 10, you could maybe aim for 12 reps. On that note though, if you can do 3 sets of 12 reps easily, you probably need to add more weight, and then you would go down to 8 reps. So 3 sets of 8 reps over the remaining weeks, then you would aim to get back up to 10. Or you can try adding a set, so maybe upping from 3 sets to 4 sets. And it doesn't matter if you don't get to 10 on your 4th set, just aim to get this over the following weeks. Another way is you could also reduce your rest time. This makes a lot of difference to a set, so reduce your rest to a strict 45 or 30 seconds. And another thing you could try is also to improve your range, such as a real full deep depth with squats or shoulder press. So this would be bringing the weight down much lower, or you could change your tempo. So with a bicep curl, you could hold it at the top and then lower it down slow. This makes the eccentric part of the move much harder, and this is great if you're coming close to failure. So remember, if you can't increase your weight, that's fine. That's not the only way to progress. Any of what I've just mentioned is still progressive overload. As a rule of thumb, and to make it easier to remember, for each exercise, aim for 3 sets of 10 reps. This way it's not too confusing to work out progression if you're keeping it simple. So if your weight increases, you might decrease your reps a little, and if you can't increase your weight, then you might increase your reps or your sets. Remember, when picking a weight, that you pick one that challenges you. So if you can do 15 reps, then the weight is potentially too light. Progressive overload is all about doing a little more over time, whether that's more weight, more reps, or a different tempo. And if you're not tracking this, you're guessing it. So try writing down your lifts every week so you can see your real progress, or you can join MySuperoFit, which allows you to track your workout seamlessly. Cardio is great, but it's not the only tool for fat loss. 2 things to understand if you're adding cardio to your workouts. 1, do your strength first, then cardio. Weights require the most coordination and power. Doing long cardio first drains that. So lift first, then add cardio, or put cardio on separate days. 2, NEAT is your quiet superpower. NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis, all movement outside of formal workouts, such as your daily steps, taking the stairs instead of the lift, housework. For many people, NEAT can contribute more to daily calorie burn than a gym session. People tend to lean towards cardio as it's easy to link sweatiness with a high calorie burn. Remember, sweating is your body's way of cooling it down so it doesn't overheat. For desk-based jobs, or if fat loss is your goal, raising your NEAT can move the needle far more than adding in endless cardio, and it's easier to recover from. So therefore your lifting doesn't suffer. So think of cardio as a bonus. The real magic for fat loss happens through daily movement, strength work and consistency. If you're not tracking your workouts, you're guessing, and your body adapts to whatever you repeatedly do. By tracking your workouts, you can ensure you're applying progressive overload. It shows genuine progress even if the scale stalls. It also allows you to flag patterns, so great week versus flat week, so you can keep an eye on it and understand your body better. Sleep, stress, cycle, nutrition, they all have an impact on how you train. Keep your login simple. Just make a note with each exercise how many sets, reps, load and your rest time. You can also make a note of little changes you made as the weight may differ. So I like to mix things up. So a tricep push down sometimes is done with a rope, sometimes with a bar. This way it helps remove boredom. But I can lift different amounts, so I'll make a note of the attachment. Your body adapts only when you apply intensity consistently. So if you never push near failure, the chances are you won't get stronger. Keep an eye out if your performance dips for a couple of weeks with no clear reason. That's your sign to take a deload or ease up slightly. All right, let's put everything together into a simple plan you can actually follow. Decide how many days a week you'll train and stick to it. Choose your split. You'll still train your whole body each week. Just spread the work across however many days you train. More days simply means more volume for each area. Pick around 4 to 6 exercises per session. Start with your big compound list and then add in your isolation moves. Balance your push and pull and make sure you're hitting both the front and back of your body equally. Track your lifts and aim to improve weekly and keep the same structure for 8 to 12 weeks before changing it up. That's your formula. You don't need 20 random exercises, just enough to hit the main muscle groups. Work hard and repeat consistently. If you'd like full written examples of 3-day or 4-day splits, I provide them inside my SuperoFit app, so you can just open it up and follow along, and I'll also link that below. One thing I just need to say before this video comes to an end today is remember you cannot spot reduced fat. 100 sit-ups a day will not give you a flat tummy. You will not see abs if you have fat covering it. So in order to reduce body fat, that comes from good clean nutrition and total energy balance. Keep lifting to build the muscle that shapes your body. As the fat comes off, you will reveal the gains. A consistent plan is your roadmap. Go in with a plan, execute it, track it, and give it time. Your body will respond and thank you for it. It just takes time. And if you need that support, don't forget the app. Thank you for listening today, and remember to hit like below if this has helped you in any way, and subscribe so you don't miss future videos. I'm Leah and my website is superofitness.com if you want to go check it out.